Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. I have a review for you today of two products from Silk Naturals. I've got the HD Cream Foundation in two different shades, and I also picked up a full size of their tinted blur powder. So let's start with the foundations. The full size foundation is $12. $12 for a tube. It looks to be about that big on the website. These samples, and they're very generous, you can see there, and that's what the color looks like, are 99 cents a piece. So you can go crazy, getting the right sample for your shade. The two shades that I got, this shade is called G70. They divide their shades into three different color groupings. There's cool toned, neutral toned, and golden tone. So hence me, I'm in the golden tone. That's why they start their numbering system with G. And this is the other sample that I got. This one is called G80. They're very creamy foundations going on, and I'd say they give you anywhere from a sheer to a medium coverage. They are buildable. The other product that I got is the tinted blur powder. This is the full size there. That's what it looks like in the full size, and that's what it looks like in the jar. This is supposed to be a dupe for HD Forever's, oh my goodness. This is supposed to be a dupe for Makeup Forever's HD powder. It has a lot of the same, I guess, silica and rice and things like that in it. And I will say it's a very good dupe. The HD at Makeup Forever is a little bit different, and I'll talk about that later, but this is also $12 for the full size. So that's the good news. The not so good news is, take a look at this color right here, the G80. For all of my brown beauties out there, this is the darkest shade in the line. You can see, so if you are a darker tone skin than I am, they have nothing for you, not in foundation at least. Their blushes and lipsticks and eyeshadows cover a wide range of shades, and a wide range of skin tones can use them. But for some reason, in this particular foundation, in the cream formula, this is it. All right, so now I want to cut away and show you what happened when I applied this to my skin. Here we go. I put the Hourglass primer on one side of my face to see if there's going to be a difference. I'm going to swipe each shade on my cheek to determine the best color match. This is the G70, and it looks a little yellow. So I'm going to try the G80 to see if that's better. Perfect. It's going to be the G80. I'm going to apply this with my fingertips first, and then blend it out with my brush. It feels very creamy going on. There's no fragrance as far as I can tell. There are 24 shades in the line in this formulation, and they range from porcelain, fairest of the fair, to medium tan, which is what my shade is. I'm going to use the IT Cosmetics foundation brush to blend, and it's blending out very easily, and it looks to be a sheer to medium coverage. Looks very nice so far. Looks like skin, and it feels very hydrating. Color match is perfect. Doesn't feel like makeup. I'm just going to go and touch up a few spots that I missed. Before I take a closer look. Yes, so far so good. Uh-oh. I'm seeing lots of lines and pores in the magnifying mirror. Yeah, it's definitely highlighting my fine lines on both sides of my face, so the primer hasn't really made a difference. Using my damp beauty sponge to press the product into the skin, see if that'll blur out some of the fine lines. It does feel very comfortable on the skin. Yeah, it's very shiny finish. Not exactly dewy. I think it's a little more than that. I'm going to go in now and try and build up on those areas that need a little extra coverage. Under the eyes, usually on the side of my nose too. Just putting it on just like I would normally put on a concealer. And around the mouth, blend that in. Yeah, the finish is pretty shiny. And I still see, yeah, it looks like it's going to end up settling into those fine lines. It's the blending sponge has softened it, definitely softened the look of the lines, but I can still see them. Alright, so on the website it says that this dries to a matte finish, but I'm going to need some setting powder because this is pretty shiny. So I'm using the Tinted Blur powder. It's a very finely milled silica-based powder. Put a little on the brush, and it does fly around a bit, but that's usual for these kinds of powders. Feels nice. It does have a blurring effect, and it looks pretty. I like it. Yeah, I really like the way this powder looks and feels. I can see it's blurring out the pores, definitely, although I think the lines are still there. Softened. Yeah, they're definitely softened, but you can still kind of see them. But no pores. Yeah, I'd say that overall, even though I still see fine lines, I do like the powder. I like it a lot. Alright, so I'm going to finish up by applying my favorite blush in the shade Poppy from Silk Naturals. I absolutely love, love, love this blush formulation. You see it blends really easily. It looks very natural. It's just a nice flush of color. Very soft. And finally, I'm going to use the Silk Naturals Slick Stick in Bobby. It's just a soft, glossy pink. It's not opaque at all, very sheer, very pretty, very natural. And that is the finished look. Okay, so as you can see, the foundation, not so good, but the blur powder, not too bad. Yeah, the foundation just did not work for me, and a lot of the faces I was making in that video was because I was seeing in the magnifying mirror up close just how much it really settles into wrinkles and fine lines. So I cannot recommend the foundation for mature ladies. Sorry, Silk Naturals, you make a lot of really wonderful products, but this one just highlights the pores and wrinkles and even dry patches. Although I will say that after wearing it for a couple of hours, the natural oils of my skin, I guess, kind of mixed with the foundation, and the dry patches did disappear, but the fine lines and wrinkles didn't. So yeah, no, thumbs down, I'm afraid, on the foundation, unless you've got great skin and you know, are younger and don't have a lot of fine lines and wrinkles. And I think it would work really well for you, especially you know, at that price point. You don't have to break the bank to get a nice look. The powder, and I still got it right here. Wow. It really surprised me how soft, focused, and blurred, if you will, it made my skin look. So I can recommend the powder. They say on the site that this is comparable to Makeup Forever. It's a dupe, actually, for Makeup Forever's HD powder. And I will say it's very close, I think. There is a slight difference. I noticed that when I put the HD powder, the Makeup Forever powder, on my skin, it feels almost as if there's silicone in it. It just feels very, it has a lot of slip, I guess. Not something you would think of for a powder, but it does. This doesn't have quite the same feeling, but it does have that softening and blurring effect. Also, the Makeup Forever powder is notorious for not working with flash photography. It, like, Google, just you can Google some celebrities in the HD powder and you'll see what I mean if you haven't seen it already, but it tends to, like, turn your face white in flash photography, like bright white. So it's not good for that. This I don't know about. I haven't tried it with flash photography, but it is something to be mindful of. I think a lot of these super micronized silica-based powders might have similar issues. However, this one, I did get the tinted one, so that might make a difference. And again, you know, it is a different company, so something to check out. Otherwise, I can recommend the Silk Naturals Tinted Blur. Let me get the full name. The Silk Naturals Tinted Blur Finishing Powder. Okay, and this size, this will last you forever. There's a ton of powder in here at $12 on Silk Naturals website. Okay, that's it for today, and I will talk to you again soon. Everybody take care out of there. Everybody take care out there, and give this video a thumbs up if you found it helpful. Thanks again, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.